Hello friends, welcome to your first reading of 2018. Your first reading by me, at least, Sailor Solitaire. I want to thank you all for joining me. I appreciate your time, and I hope that our session today is valuable to you. I do hope that all of you are transitioning very nicely into this new calendar year. I send you all positivity, love, and light. Please remember that this is a general reading. So if you would like a personal reading with me, you can purchase a reading on my site, sailorsolitaire.com, or via my Etsy shop, etsy.com/shop/sailortarot. The links are in the description box because they are a mouthful. All those little links will be found in the description box. Deep breaths, everybody. Let's get started. Hello, my Aries. Welcome to your reading. I do hope they're all doing fabulously. I know I can't wait for springtime. I can't wait for Aries season. Then, of course, Taurus season, since I am a Taurus. But yeah, you guys first. But for now, we'll deal with this Capricorn energy transitioning into beautiful Aquarius energy. And of course, we've got Pisces in between, but almost you guys. Okay. Oh, I wonder if you Aries suns actually like the winter or not, depending on where you're from. I guess it depends as well. But I don't know. Okay. Let's not get sidetracked. Let's see. Let's receive messages here from Tarot. We got the Six of Cups coming up in the reverse position here. So I feel like some of you Aries are reminiscing. You are a little bit more nostalgic than usual. I don't know if you guys are feeling like this this holiday season in December and even into the new year, but now I feel like this energy is very strong. Some of you are looking back to things that happened in the past. This could be when you were a lot younger, from childhood. For those of you who believe in past lives, this could be, that longing for somebody that you knew in a past life who may or may not be showing up in your current life now. So there is a sense of sadness, a sense of longing for distant memories. I'm not sure if this is for all Aries or, just a very select few of you Aries. I am curious now, though. I do want to draw. I don't normally draw clarifying cards for cards that just pop up, but I do feel like it is important now that we find some clarity here. Okay, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So we've got Cups energy, water energy, and we've got Pentacles or Earth energy here. So this is something that you can feel. This is visceral energy. This affects you physically as well. So maybe some of you Aries are seeing effects on your physical health because of these more emotional, psychological wounds that are trickling into the actual physical world. Some of you may be looking back to more affluent times when you were more comfortable in your surroundings. You were maybe more, you had more at your disposal in terms of income or resources or just finances in general. Some of you may be really, not that you are necessarily going through hard times, because I feel like most of you Aries are actually pretty good, doing pretty good. But I feel like there's just something, if this may be love, this may be a happy home, this could be, not necessarily material things, but just literally a home environment. Okay, so I'm getting, you can never go home again, right? You can never go back home, and I feel like some of you are really longing that home, whatever home is out of reach for you. Okay, there's something in the past there that is just out of reach, and I feel like you guys really feel a little bit more blessed in the past, like you were more blessed. Okay, so I feel like some of you, Aries, need to be a little bit more keen on trying to find the good things in life now. We do have this King of Swords coming up as well. This is Aquarius energy. This is air energy in general. So I feel like this King of Swords comes in, and maybe for some of you, you know, you've had to kind of grow up fast, or somebody came in and didn't really allow you to have those moments of weakness, and I feel like some of you are thinking about the time before you had to grow up, before things got real, before, you know, reality hit and things got a little bit more serious. So to me, this King of Swords marks sort of that growing up, that tearing of your innocence and ripping of your carefree and free, like carefree spirit. If that makes sense. So some of you may be just afraid of coming into your own, afraid of your power, afraid of responsibility, or afraid of what's to come. It's almost like, you know, you don't want to move on to the next step, move on to the next level, because you're afraid that, you know, you're going to have to do things that you don't want to, or you're going to have to be a lot more disciplined or have more responsibility in one way or another. And I feel like some of you are reverting back to, you know, your childhood ways, and you're trying to run away from your problems a little bit, Aries. So with that, I would just have to say take your time, but of course don't be afraid. You'll always have those memories, you'll always have them in your heart, but I mean, there's no point living in fantasy and trying to go back. You know that's not possible. You can only move forward and discover what is before you, and I guarantee you it's something greater than what you were leaving behind. All right, Aries, let's see what other messages you need to hear, and this is for the rest of January 2018 for my Aries suns, Aries moons, and Aries rising signs, Aries Venus as well. All right. So the first card of the spread is going to represent the overall energy at play for you guys for the rest of the month. Nine of Cups. Okay, make a wish, Aries. Maybe you guys can cash in on your birthday wish early this year, but you guys have the ability to manifest what you desire. This is what this Nine of Cups is all about. You have mastered your personal vices to a certain extent. I'm not saying that you are completely perfect and everything's good to go, but I feel like you have been making so much progress in terms of saying no to people, saying no to things that are not for your highest interest, and you're really doing a good job at disciplining yourself, you know, managing your time, prioritizing your responsibilities and your priorities. And so I feel like you do deserve this change that is coming to you. Don't get scared now, Aries, okay? It is happening. Things are falling into place. Do not get scared. This is exactly what you want. And if it seems like a bit much, or if it seems like it's not what you want, and I feel like some of you may be just looking for excuses to you know, step back, to retreat, to hide away, just know that it is what is happening is what you want, what you desire, and it is for your best interest. This Nine of Cups comes when, you know, everything is falling into place, everything is aligning for you. So it's very powerful energy here, very has a lot of potential, and it's very magical, very capable of transforming your life and pushing yourself to, you know, to even greener pastures, even better environments for you. So this is really, really amazing. Think about what you guys want, what you guys are working towards, striving towards. That is within your reach. Just hold that intention, hold that desire in your heart, and don't be afraid. So the next card is going to be a major challenge for you guys. Let's see what's going on here. The Star. Okay, sorry, my camera battery died, but as I was saying, this is very interesting in this position as your main challenge. So maybe your main challenge here is accepting that you are on the road to bigger, better things, and to embrace the light, embrace your success, embrace the path that is before you. Because the Star card is a card of optimism, a card of hope, a card of promises of better things. So that is crossing you, that is challenging you. So maybe you are in a fight, or you are at odds, you are not agreeing with your higher self or with your spirit guides, or with whatever you believe in, a higher power in some way. You are, maybe some of you are wanting to kind of interfere with what is happening. So maybe you are, being called to do something different from what you and your ego want. And you may be at odds with that, and you may be kind of torn apart. You don't know what to do. You want to keep the status quo, or you want to strive towards something that you choose, that you want, that has nothing to do with what you are being called to do. So it is pretty heavy stuff here, pretty intense. So maybe this is where, you are maybe making a wish for something that goes against what the spirit guides or what the higher consciousness has in mind or has planned for you. Now, I don't want to get too into, predestination or anything like that. That's just something that I'm getting. And if you resonate with this, then you can comment and we can have a discussion about that. But I do want to move on a little bit and interpret this in a more general way. This is a general reading, of course, but if you do have any questions or comments, you can let me know just by commenting your question or comment down below. Okay, so in general, I do feel like you Aries, not like you Aries, but you guys, you lovely, lovely people, could be scared. Okay, if you're not, I'm sorry that this reading is going towards that direction, but I'm picking up very strongly this fear of what's to come. And I feel like it's, for the most part, it's very positive energy, very good, blessed, very abundant energy here. It's very good, positive. It will be for your higher good, and it will, it will uplift you, it will uplift people around you, and really transform your life for the better. So I'm not sure where the fear is coming from, although change in general is not always welcome to some. Again, even with those cards that popped up before, there's like this feeling of wanting to go back to a simpler time, wanting to go back when you weren't burdened by all these responsibilities, or maybe before you were hurt by people, hurt by the world, and jaded a little bit. You want to go back to a more innocent, more pure state of being. I just have to say, guys, you can't fight what's already happened. You got to accept it and just build from there. You can make a new start, but at the same time, you can't erase your past, if that makes sense. You can wipe it clean and start again, but you can't erase the past. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Alright, the next part is going to be general advice for you, Aries. Wow, those Two of Wands in reverse. So this is fire energy. We've got a lot of cups and air energy to me. This is very, light, free-flowing. You do want to kind of go back to just a simpler time when everything was, not so heavy, not so intense, not so deep. But this Two of Wands kind of brings it back. This is fire energy. And guys, this is your element. This is fire, okay? You guys are the kings and queens of fire. You guys should be able to handle it and move with it and to really lead the way. You guys are the leaders of the zodiac, okay? So yes, I know you guys are the children, but you guys are also the leaders of the zodiac. And sometimes the responsibility can be a bit much, but it is up to you to lead the way for the people immediately around you. So this could be in your family, or this could be in your group of friends, or at work, or just within you yourself. You have to lead yourself. You can't look towards other people to guide you, to move you, because you can't. When it comes to other people, it has to be you to lead the way. So the Two of Wands in reverse, as general advice, is like, okay, you can make a wish, you can set your desires, but you have to be open to receiving what you asked for in whatever way that it is going to be delivered to you. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like with this Two of Wands in reverse, this is saying, your energies are too harsh, or too, critical. Like they're too much. So you may be like laser focused in one way and tunnel vision towards, a goal, towards a certain approach to something. But it's honest. It's like a time when you need to just turn down the heat, turn down the fire a little bit. So maybe some of you are looking back at something that happened before, or a crossroads in your life, and you wish that you took the other road. You're nitpicking too much, and I feel like this card is saying just relax and be open to all the possibilities, everything at once, and try to take on a more top-down perspective. Like, look at it from the bigger picture, and not focus on the nitty-gritty, not focus on the little details, and not focus on something so hard. Like, don't be obsessive about your past and how you want that to affect your future. So maybe some of you Aries are like wishing for something, and you guys are hoping and praying. Okay, you guys can have your wish come true, but just know that, again, the higher power is going to interfere. It's going to do what is for your highest good. So you may not necessarily agree with that. Okay, so it will get to the root of the problem. The Star card, this angel of hope, is going to heal you, but it's going to do so in a way that is for your highest good. It may not be understandable to you why this is happening. So don't be foolish, and don't disregard the healing, and don't miss out on opportunities or opportunities or blessings that are given to you, handed to you on a silver platter with the Star card, because you are too focused on what you want and what the ego wants. Okay, so you do have like a guardian angel or a spirit guide, or whatever you want to say. You do have help from higher realms coming in and pretty much performing a miracle for you, pretty much looking out for you, making sure that you are going to be healed, and you're going to be nourished and fulfilled, and your wish is their command, pretty much. But it's almost like you want to be careful what you wish for, like the genie in Aladdin, but at the same time, it's almost like, just be mindful of what you're actually wishing for, because that is what's going to happen. That is what's going to be solved. Okay, so this Two of Wands, it's decisions, it's dilemmas, it's two different things. Be open to, alternative possibilities, and trust that what is happening is in some way going to be for your highest good. Don't just take things at face value. Don't react with anger or with hatred. Try to understand what is happening and why. So I do hope that those readings were helpful to you, valuable to you. And if you have any questions at all, any comments, anything you want to share, please don't be shy. I love getting comments from you, and I reply to each and every comment. So thank you for those of you who have been commenting. It's been a pleasure to know that my readings are resonating with you guys. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please check my shop and my site. You'll find the links to that in the description box below. So thanks again. I wish you all so much happiness, love, and light. And I'll see you guys in February.